Quick Crypto, bringing you quick Kaspa news. Is this the worst performing altcoin market in history? Yes. And it is precisely for that reason that, in my opinion, not financial advice of course, that I believe 99% of investors, old and new investors, will lose everything. Is this a golden opportunity or is it game over? In today's video, we'll be covering the market structure and sentiment, the macroeconomic news, and also Kaspa updates, the increasing adoption from large accounts, and so much more. And if you're interested in learning more and staying ahead of the game with crypto and Kaspa with exclusive content such as trades, institutional research documents, and so much more for free, you can join for a 7-day free trial. Go down below and check out the Coin Factory, the CF executives. Now, personally, I count myself very, very lucky and thankful that we are seeing buying opportunities that we haven't seen since 2023. The markets may be dumping with seemingly no end in sight, but what many have forgotten is how history has played out. Yes, this is a new market and there are differences, and this is the worst performing altcoin market in history. So yes, of course, people are worried, but that is because institutions right now only have access to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Predominantly, they are investing into Bitcoin right now. So the institutional wealth isn't being distributed amongst the altcoins, at least not just yet. Right now, Trump is heavily pushing for super low interest rates. Remember the last cycle, 2020 to 2021 cycle, the outbreak of COVID-19. We saw an unfathomable amount of money printing, trillions upon trillions of dollars printed to the economy, and also historically low interest rates, range between 0 to 0.25%. This lasted in 2020 March for 2 years until it started increasing it again. And this is the future that I personally believe is in store for us. Super low interest rates, money printing, a parabolic market still is to come. And also, with how much Ethereum, Trump and the other big institutions are scooping up, which will only explode further from here, I strongly believe that crypto and altcoins will recover and surpass expectations, especially those that have an ethical team that is building for the long term, building slowly with stamina. This is what CZ himself stated last night, and of course this is something that could be attributed to Kaspa, because they are building slowly but they are building for the long term. Ethereum and all alts are basically at rock bottom right now, levels not seen since 2023, but in my opinion we will see a quick comeback. If I was to hazard a guess, I'll personally say that it will be sometime in April, and let me explain why. I asked a question on Twitter last night, following this post about Binance delaying Kaspa's Binance Pool distribution again. Apparently, a Kaspa Binance Spot listing following this eventual distribution hasn't been ruled out by Binance, which is optimistic. So I asked the community here, when do we think Binance will list Kaspa finally? Will it be after the distribution here? Will it be the mainnet Crescendo hard fork, which is the end of April, after smart contract, which is in summer, or not at all? One individual here, Smart Trader, stated that at the end of April will be the best time due to market conditions, and I do agree 100%. Not because of Kaspa per se, but because of market conditions. The 10 BPS will be a major historical milestone, no doubt about it, but for me, the market structure is a much more important thing to consider, and for me, April seems to be that time. This post here is something that I have shared exclusively to members who are part of the CF community here. I shared this 2 to 3 months ago. So once again, if you're interested in learning a lot more, such as trades, alpha information ahead of time, private live stream, and so much more for free, again, 7-day free trial period, go down below, check out the Coin Factory, the CF executive what page. But now, this post here, this article, it talks about Meta and regulations ultimately. Meta is a federally funded research organization. Their recommendations are not to be overlooked due to their non-partisan guidance rooted in extensive research. They are trusted by federal agencies and they help administrations address critical national issues with objective solutions. So, Meta here, they instructed Trump's transition team on what they need to do and pay close attention to, special attention to, following his inauguration. And as the CF community learnt about months ago, and as we can clearly see right here, Meta instructed Trump to introduce stablecoin and digital asset legislation bills within 90 days of taking office. 90 days from Trump's inauguration on January 20th would put us in and around the end of April. The regulatory frameworks will give the remaining financial institutions who are still waiting on the sidelines the green light to launch ETFs for many other altcoins. Remember, Bitcoin and Ethereum is just a start. You'll see many more coming out this cycle, and also these FIs will start sizing into the market as well, sending it much, much higher. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent here says, we are going to keep the US a dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stablecoins to do that. Furthermore, the Senate is looking to find a time to mark up a stablecoin bill this week. Trillions will flood in, and in my belief, a reversal in the market is not far off now, and I believe Kaspa will surprise many of us. The mainstream adoption of Kaspa is kicking in, with large accounts spreading awareness of the fastest layer 1. BSCN has over 1.2 million followers and has dedicated a post exclusively on Kaspa, everything we need to know about it. Once mainstream masses learn about Kaspa and also learn that it's not a token, it's a coin, and there's no token unlocks because it's proof of work like Bitcoin, so therefore it's just mined, then we will know that Kaspa has made it. But it's not just BSCN. Whale Guru here has over 300,000 followers and has also made a post covering what you'd buy with 100,000 USDT, which Kaspa is also present here at number 1. And then we have BSC Gems Alert, an account that is loosely associated with Binance Exchange, has over 600,000 followers, made not just one, not just two. It also has comments pinned here as well, which is very important. Not just one, not just two, not just 5. It has made well over 10 posts regarding Kaspa in the past 24 hours, which is absolutely nuts. Now, this could very well and likely is just engagement farming, but the exposure is good nonetheless for Kaspa and will help in Kaspa's adoption once the FOMO in the market kicks back in, which may happen end of April, which is also around the time of the 10 BPS mainnet hard fork, and potential also by that point, due to FOMO, potentially a Binance listing. Speaking of which, the speculated Binance wallet number 4 here just scooped up another 14 million Kaspa. They are just 1 to 2 large buys away now from Flippin' Mexi and becoming the 3rd largest Kaspa wallet holder. This wallet has been buying Kaspa since March of 2024 and has been increasing its accumulation more recently, with larger portions, as you can see from the balance chart sheet here, going up in a more steeper gradient. And in that regard, speaking of balance and addresses, as Kaspa Daily highlights here, recent sell-offs and a price drop to 6 cents haven't shaken Kaspa long-term holders. In fact, wallets holding Kaspa for over 3 months continue to rise since early December, which is a clear sign of confidence. Why? Because many believe in Kaspa's long-term value, driven by its unique tech and strong fundamentals. For seasoned holders, which hopefully is like yourself, price dips are just noise, or potentially even they are buying opportunities. While the market reacts to short-term moves, long-term wallets tell a completely different story. Quiet conviction and belief in the bigger picture trumps all. And that post there perfectly cycles back into a post that I made a couple days back now on the 8th of March. Caring solely about the price of an asset of Kaspa in this regard, in my belief, is the most toxic and venomous mindset one can have as an investor, and the reason why many, 99% of investors, will not make it. Whether you get shaken out right now and you sold, or you sold too early and before it ends up running up high up to its potential. Kaspa, as we can see right now, is currently valued at 5.79 cents. I did not think we'd see it come this far in my life, but we have done. It's currently down 4.42% on the daily time frame. The whole market is chopping, it is coming down. But when you make the comparison to 2017 proof of work Ethereum, as Axel highlights here, you will realize that we have seen this dance before. Ethereum, proof of work Ethereum, 2017 Ethereum, back then was the next big thing, introducing smart contracts for the first time as a proof of work. It was innovative, it was fresh, it was new. Kaspa in that regard is no different, also bringing something fresh and innovative to the space, a scalable proof of work infrastructure that upholds the true vision of what crypto and Bitcoin was intended to be, decentralized, fair, and for everyone. I stated here a couple of days back that we could see further corrections potentially, and it looks like we have done. But have a broader perspective on the market for one. It's not just Kaspa, it's the whole market that is correcting. And also, and more importantly, stop being so hell-bent on price action and technical analysis and learn. Learn what really matters. Strong fundamentals trumps all as we're entering a utility-driven bull cycle. Time will come. Don't be emotional, be logical, do your own research, come chill chat and learn more in the CF community, and I'll see you in the next one.